Kendra's next on the turn order.
It's gonna fucking kill me.
You're damn right. If she finds out about this,
Well, I'm hoping I'll at least be there, but
You're hoping? You're hoping. It doesn't matter if you're hoping. They're gonna kill her, you idiot.
You're making a lot of assumptions here.
Oh, they're gonna kidnap her ass.
I don't know. I mean, I think if... I mean, obviously I don't really trust them very much, but...
Trust him? You trust them enough to let him into Orbro peacefully. You're like, oh, you want to come inside to the protective place? Okay, here you go. Without asking any questions.
Hey, we'll see. You know what?
I asked a lot of questions for different things. I can't remember what line I wanted to say.
He did ask a lot of questions to his credit.
I had something else.
Probably at a really inconvenient time.
So that makes Tazzle up first, then, according to the dice. Let's see here. Okay, so Tazzle, we're gonna start with you. And we're gonna start from the moment of a blinding light. A blinding light and a short but searing pain. You have a few seconds for your eyes to adjust to the new light level where you're at. And where you're at is going to depend on one question, which is, what is Tazzle thinking about in this moment?
Are we supposed to be on the screen or not?
You should. Well, I mean, you don't have a token down, so you can't see anything. But
Hiker's just walking in the rain.
He likes getting wet. He likes the cold.
Alright. I remember last time I was running back to... Oh no, he teleported us back. You're right. That's what happened. Okay, so...
Supposedly.
Are we still standing in that same...
So Tazzle, you find yourself...
Dude, the question...
standing in a place that is at first not familiar, but after some time becomes more, let's say, understandable. As you're transported to the upper levels of Orbro City, to a darkened area.
Little shit.
Let's see if I can find you as a character. I'm going to put the other two here. Can you guys see the screen, or is it...
Yeah, I can see. Yep.
Okay. This is no darkness in this area. So you're transported to this upper echelon area. A slightly darkened corner. As you... I would say apparate into existence, or sort of like particles coalesce and form where you should be. Your disturbance of light is minimal enough that it does not alert a I should say a white-clad figure, standing somewhat in the shadows. They're sort of hidden by prospect of, what do you call this, like, no one happens to look in this direction. They happen to be standing on the edge of this light blue shimmer that has since surrounded the town. I'll just draw roughly where it borders.
Oh yeah, from what we found before with the things.
So the move is up to you now.
What the fuck?
That would be my girlfriend. She gets a little bit
She had a moment.
Hey, I'm not
She's
excited.
sounding exactly how I feel.
I feel that. I get that.
Thank you for saying and acting out Tessa's
you.
feelings for me. I'm glad we're on the same page and even on the same sentence. Okay,
Tessa,
here we go.
you are very obscured at the moment. Your presence has not yet been shown. But if you are stun locked by the sight before you, it won't take long for her senses to pick up on your presence.
Oh, without a doubt.
No.
How? Alright.
So crude.
Alright. Oh fuck, what do I even want to do or say? I don't really know what I want to do. What do I want to fucking say if I want to? I have to do it.
I'm so scared.
Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna.
I'm having issues bad.
Probably gonna
Are the
walk
family?
up, leaving a little bit of distance.
No.
Oh, it's like 40 foot on.
I'll get more closer to the shadows too, since I now prefer that as usual.
Okay.
Two more of those.
It's
So much fucking light today.
apparent to you that you are no longer hidden, though your presence has not changed what she's up to. Almost, if not ignoring, to just allowing you to be there without much fuss. You can see she like reaches a hand out and touches this field, which kind of repels her finger. She's very curious about this.
I'll just walk up and say, long time no see.
Like a freshman on his first date.
He's like, you didn't return my text. Why did you leave me on red?
Those bitches. Just remove me from your friends list.
She kind of just looks over her shoulder, not even quite turning to look at you. Doesn't say much, but gives you a sort of knowing, like, grunt of agreement.
What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Opportunity.
Opportunity for what? You trying to get in here or something?
Perhaps.
Well,
What are you doing?
I don't know. Half Skull Flamer showed up and started some shit in Eternal Forest. I don't know if you're friends with that guy or what, but
No. Friends, no. Associates. What's that?
where are the other three? How have they been?
There's this
I like how it's still
piercing whistle followed by the appearance of several quick-moving figures before they join you in this conversation one at a time.
Fuck. Uh-oh. Well, it's good to know you're still around.
There's a uncomfortably synced grin between the three of them, like they're sharing a wavelength right now.
I would actually. I don't remember if I know how to get in here or not. Yeah, he'll just say hello to them, towards them three, and then look right back at the aunt. Is she like towering as she would be?
She's a couple feet taller than the sisters, who are all in their own right as taller than you.
I didn't come with the height edition. Not what I really want to.
You wouldn't drive an hour for a free park.
No.
Damn. If I begged you would, but I'm not free.
I might be able to help you get in here. Maybe.
She takes a step to the side and kind of ushers them to get out of the way and leave a path for you. Just kind of like open hand gestures toward the wall.
I'm about to embarrass myself like a total fucking idiot. Alright.
Go off, son.
Huh?
Go off, son.
She's having a moment.
Go off? You mean fucking scream in her face like a monster? I could do that. I thought about it. Let's see. I'll attempt to... Yeah, I don't remember how this worked for me last time. I think we just go in and out. I'll try to put my hand on it, see if it lets me go through it.
Yeah, the barrier relents for you. Just like walking through a bit of moist air.
Huh. It doesn't like disappear, it just kind of lets me kind of like go through.
Just lets you pass through it.
Okay. Oh. God, I don't want to be too snappy because I feel like if I piss her off, she's just gonna gank my ass. I kind of want to give her like a little bit of a smirk and then try to go as I go through it.
Okay. Well, there's this bit of sarcasm. There's a bit of sarcasm as you pass through. You're now standing just only a few feet away, but on the other side of this shimmer. The four of them silently watching and awaiting your ideas or moves with some manner of interest.
gonna. I'm gonna guess this is Cassandra here. Either one.
It can be.
He doesn't matter. He's gonna tell. Actually, he's gonna tell one of them. Doesn't really mention which one, but he's gonna point towards them and like try to wave them in, like they're gonna try to see if they can go through.
Kind of like the aunt, as one of them reaches their hand forward, it sort of hits this barrier, like a wall of sorts that sort of expels them.
Mm. He'll look at him and then shrug and go to walk away a few feet. And then turn and be like, alright, whatever. And he'll walk back and he'll put one hand on it. So kind of as if it, like, since it allows me through. And at the same time, he'll kind of tell him to come this way. Like I'm trying to almost hold the door open in a way. Kind of like two-finger waving through.
First of the sisters puts their hand about where yours is, you find that your hand is causing some disturbance. If it's parting for you without disappearing, it's sort of weakening in that area. And through some significant amount of force, which does seem to cause some manner of damage to her, one of the sisters is able to slip through with your help.
Taza, what are you doing?
And with her passing, she takes a step back from you, and she draws a circle in the ground with her finger as she sort of bites a section on her hand and bleeds into this black circle. The other three seem to apparate out of that circle.
Oh my god. I was gonna say, as I saw her doing that, if I saw her doing that, could I just kind of swipe at the circle before she completes it?
Okay, yeah, if you want that to be your reaction, sure.
If that's a thing. But yeah.
I mean, you can scuff the edge of the circle. You just scuff the edge of the circle before she completes the bite, and she kind of looks at you and tilts her head. Her eyes kind of narrow, very clearly looking for an explanation.
I'm gonna say, what are you doing?
Helping. That hurt.
Tell me about it. What are you helping? What are you looking for here?
I mean, the family. What else? Mother shouldn't have to experience that. She continues to. She reaches down and starts like trying to redraw the circle as you're talking.
He's gonna. Actually, I don't really have much mana left. I was gonna say I could use a bit of wind to kind of blow it back out, ruin it. But I'm gonna say, how bad was that experience? I mean, there's some things I shouldn't have experienced. As he turns and kind of does like a growl towards her due to the memory of the change and the pain that was. And as he walks up to the force field, he'll walk over. She's probably gonna continue, but as he says that, he's gonna walk up to her at the force field and say that. And I just had what else I was gonna say. I just had something else I was gonna say to her too, but now I just lost it. Yeah.
As you take a moment to stare at the old auntie through the shimmer, When the circle is complete, the three of them will sort of melt into the shadow and reappear around you. The Aunt is going to walk forward and sort of face you very directly. She kind of leans down to get to your level. She gives you almost a sincere smile. Almost. It's a smile, whether or not it's hiding something or not. She gives you a smile. Good boy.
You better slap her fat titty ass. I don't care. Slap her face. I don't care. Do it. She treating you like a dog? Kendra will claw through the screen. And fucking crap.
As she gets down to do that, he's probably gonna slightly look away, like down a little bit, where he can kind of. He looks back and forth at her, and as he gets kind of like nervous. Looks like he's very conflicted with the anger and just everything else, and then the stress from the recent near possible death.
As she's still leaning down and close enough to whisper to you, she sort of muses, "I'm sorry that you didn't like my present. How about another?"
You sure that's not modded?
She grabs your hand with some measurable amount of force. Like, she's being gentle but forceful. You'd have to fight her to be able to restrict this movement.
If she doesn't have a +7 on her strength checks and attack rolls, I'll be disappointed.
As you elongate, do you want to pull your hand away from hers? You can do a contested strength check.
No, I just wish I remembered what I wanted to say with this temporary protection between this.
Okay.
I can't remember. Keep going. No, this is fine.
I mean, you can say it now if you want.
No, I still don't remember how I was gonna put it, so I literally can't.
Okay.
I hate my ADHD brain. Shit flies too fast.
She will grab your hand and pull it up toward her a bit, so you're kind of like reaching up a bit. She takes her elongated black nail and pierces it into the top of your fingernail. You would expect this to hurt a lot, but surprisingly, you feel nothing. As the tip of your middle finger on one of your hands begins to blacken, not just the fingernail, but the entire tip from the first digit onward will blacken and sort of necrotize. Tazzle, with your passive perception, you notice that the tip of your finger now looks like the sister's, the one that was used to draw that circle. There. Now you're properly part of the family.
Well, I do appreciate the help and the gift, to be honest. Some of it's really hard to get used to. And it complicates some things. But some of it's just oh so good. I gained some stuff out of it, if you haven't noticed. I think
One of the sisters who's standing. One of the sisters who's standing near you just kind of like bops one of your appendages, your wings.
What does she do? I apologize.
She just kind of like slapped it upward to like make it flutter.
Oh. Yeah. It helps. So, what are you, I know you said you're looking for opportunity, if I'm allowed. What else are you doing here?
Mm.
I don't know if I was the opportunity of you getting in here, but is there something nefarious going on here?
No, we're looking for someone, actually.
Interesting.
The opportunity was just, who could or could not be in this town behind the shimmer. And now we'll find out.
Apparently Jove's running this place now. I don't know if you knew any of that, but probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, as well. Self-proclaimed. That's not a cohort that gets along with each other very well, you understand?
Yeah, it seems like it makes sense.
That's why we all agreed upon the segregation of the organization. Big families, as it were. You just happen to have a nepotized spot in this one.
Well, I don't think me asking who it might be you're looking for is allowed.
Sure it is. What part of your part of the family now isn't clear of you? I mean, look at you. You're basically one of us. You don't like that fact, and you don't play nice with others, but you're still one of us. We're looking for a certain scientist.
It's Aspen. Don't give her to her. Don't do it.
The head scientist, is it?
Yes, actually. Correct. So you know something about this person.
Don't do it.
She's so... Oh, don't do it. Oh, good idea. Oh.
These
Fuck off. I'm not a pigeon.
These pigeons. These
Cut.
fucking
Fuck off.
pigeons. All these fucking biggins and... Biggin, how'd you get out?
Calling me fat boy?
Oh my god. Roly poly. Roly poly pony. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Pwn, PWN pwn, not pony like the fucking ponyta.
I will kill you.
I know. The big showdown, the semi-fight or secondary fight is probably coming up soon. And it might have fire and blood included. Hahaha. Game of Thrones.
Are you talking to your aunt? Are you talking out of character here?
I'm talking to Kennedy.
Well, we'll see. She's very interested in what you know here. She's very obviously prying.
What do you want with her? I've worked with her in the past, but I'd say she's off limits.
It's like
I don't know what you want with her, but
Off limits by whose standard?
mine. He's already dealt with
She
other
knows.
void morons.
She knows about a particular subject that I have vested interest in. I should like to ask some questions.
God. Oh man. Let me make sure this is recording still. It is. Alright.
So, questions are harmless, right?
Well, she's an extremely important person, so.
Quite. A specialist in her field. That's why we need her.
Need her? Are you taking her away? Are you just asking questions? Are you? I know.
I should hope. I should hope all we have to do is move a conversation.
If.
Kennedy's like, no.
If if you need to, if you're gonna speak with her in any way, shape, or form, I think I should be there for it.
She stands back up and she says, fine. You know the way. She gestures a large hand toward the road for you to lead the way.
Alright. Alright. Alright, as he starts walking around this way, he'll, not through the fence, but, you know, excuse him.
I got you.
Excusez-moi, ladies.
She just sort of gives you a path to get through. And they start following you.
He'll say, she's already had to deal with enough void idiots. The second blood bag that, Jerry had after I took the first one. And as he's walking by it, he's gonna be like, ugh, can't believe I let this shit go bad. And he's just gonna take it and fucking throw it into the trash.
Behind you, the three sisters kind of look at each other after seeing what you've thrown away. Eyebrows raised as they all follow behind you as a cohort. With that, we change themes a little bit. Kendra's next on the turn order.
Kennedy's gonna fucking kill me.
You're damn right. If she finds out about this, oh.
Well, I'm hoping I'll at least be there, but
You're hoping? You're hoping. It doesn't matter if you're hoping. They're gonna kill her, you idiot.
You're making a lot of assumptions here.
Oh, they're gonna kidnap her ass.
I don't know. I mean, I think if... I mean, obviously I don't really trust them very much, but...
Trust him.
I...
You trust them enough to let him into Orbro peacefully. You're like, oh, you want to come inside to this protective place? Okay, here you go.
Well,
Without asking any questions.
Hey, we'll see. You know what?
I asked a lot
Meanwhile-
of questions for different things. I can't
He
remember
did
the
ask a
line
lot
I
of questions.
wanted to say.
He did ask a lot of questions to his credit.
I had something else.
Again, the last thing you heard and saw, well, heard only for your case, I remember. The last thing you heard was a disturbingly familiar voice.
Indeed.
Before a flash of light and a brief but clear searing. As your eyes adjust to the new darkness, you find yourself on the outskirts of a familiar city.
Oh.
I'll put you here. I'm gonna go like this.
Interesting.
Outskirts of a familiar city. You are apparated into a park-esque area. Your presence does not disturb the world around you as you are forced into it. And you see, sitting on a bench, sort of facing away from you, a relatively familiar face.
Ha! Surprise, motherfucker!
In fact, sitting on that bench talking to standing up next to him and talking to him is another familiar face.
I swear to God. No!
These two being less of the supernatural sense, you could probably stay out of their line of sight if you chose to for some time, but it won't be too long before one of them might notice you. What do you want to do, Kendra?
Am I able to listen in on their conversation?
You can certainly try. How much you'll be able to overhear is tenuous.
Oh, what do you want me to roll for that?
Perception here.
Perception. Luckily, I have almost all of Kendra's movesets memorized, so here goes nothing. If my computer will cooperate, that would be nice. Thank you.
Okay, you focus on the two of them, sort of listening in as best you can, trying to stay as far away as you can, trying not to creep toward them in the interest of listening closer. You hear the louder words of their conversations, and you pick up on the following. Clay starts the topic that you hear as he starts discussing a piece of business. It becomes clear to you that Alex has found his way into Clay's group through one method or another. And they're discussing relatively standard rank and file things. Until Clay pulls a small envelope out of his jacket pocket.
Tazzle, or, sorry, Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do a thing.
What would you like to do?
I would like to cast
I would
my
like to
control
atomize
Tazzle.
in front of them.
What?
And then as I deatomize, I would like to say...
Let me... You want to... So 3 mana to walk, essentially, is what you're after here, right? You want to activate a walk and just appear.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then basically glare at Clay and then glare at Alex and be like, well then, this is interesting.
9 points. Okay, so we'll subtract some mana here. He'll appear.
I can't control her.
Alex seems kind of shocked that you've just suddenly appeared. Clay seems indifferent to the fact that you're here now, as he just kind of nudges the envelope toward Alex again and just kind of like ushering him to just hurry up and take it.
I'm gonna freak out.
Oh, there's a mega settlement right
I ran to the bathroom, put Chloe out, came back, and I heard Alex, and now I feel very upset.
What? 4-star.
Al's already stressed out. Tazzle's gonna rip someone's head off today.
Last time we did a Mega Raid, we needed help.
Your head off when she finds out.
It was a Mega Heracross raid.
Huh? What was that? Excusez-moi. What did I hear?
Maybe.
PvP.
Kendra will continue to glare at the both of them, take out the envelope of money that they collected, that they were supposed to get for the job, and be like, well, since you're both... This is convenient. Since you're both here, or at least you, I might as well give you this. And then gives him the money.
What for?
Hunter, he would know, because remember, we talked about this.
I'm saying what for. I'm saying what for as a reminder to Hunter, not to Clay.
Yes. The job that we had to do, where we had to go around and collecting the money.
Oh yeah, okay. Just as wordlessly as before, he will take that, stick it in the pocket that the previous envelope came from for safekeeping. He goes, he kind of nods to you, and then he looks at Alex, and he goes, business then. I'll see you soon. Kind of progresses away.
Is he talking to him or me?
He's talking to Alex as he then proceeds to walk away.
He doesn't say anything? Cunt!
I agree. Cunt! Both of them! Fuck them both!
Yeah, he doesn't say much to you, honestly.
2 new blood bags.
Less than you're expecting.
Hunter, without using any mana, can I light his ass on fire? Just a little bit, just a little smolder.
No, I say your character doesn't get freebies!
That will in fact be a mana attack.
Fine! I'll glare at him and then light a portion of his ass on fire as he walks away.
Please do. Melt his fucking ass, dude.
Okay.
Give him at least a
So-
2-inch flame right up there.
As you throw a little burst toward the pants thereof Clay, who's walking away, you'll see Alex, in response to this, before the flame can reach him, send a puff of frosty air that extinguishes the flame.
Gay! Shitty.
Boy!
And he kind of looks over at you and says, "Oh, hey, what the heck?"
Suck my flames, bitch.
What? Glaring at Alex, she will whisper loud enough to say, "Nice seeing you too, Clay." But like loud enough for Clay to hear, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Fuck, there was a check I wanted to make earlier and I was so stressed out I didn't do it.
Still glaring at Alex, she will approach him, kind of just pass him, but shoulder check him on the way by and just keep walking.
Well, he's sitting down. That's going to be a little hard to do, but...
Anyway, never mind then. God damn it, I thought he stood up.
No, he just thrust his hand forward and extend. But I mean, as you're walking by, at this point, he will stand up and goes, "What's up with that? Where'd you come from?"
Kendra will whip around and be like, "If you are," and if okay, she will whip around, get toe to toe with him, square in the face, and like glare at him, and be like, "If you're working for him to monitor me, no need. Cut the act and leave me alone." And then we'll begin to walk away.
He's walking after you. He's not so much chasing you as he'll let you go if you walk too fast, but he is walking after you. He goes, "I didn't even know you knew him."
Who would want to know that bitch?
Apparently you, because the last time you met with you were all buddy-buddy.
Talking about... Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you!
I ain't talking about Clay, I'm talking about Alec Goon over there.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Gonna get gay.
Yeah. As Alex is walking after you, he's going to say, "Actually, this is a pretty new arrangement. Wasn't even by my choice. I got reassigned recently."
Kendra will stop, turn around slightly, and still glaring, be like, "Do you honestly think that I would believe that?"
I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. A lot of awkward suspicion going on there. What reason do you have to think I'm lying to you other than just pure blind hatred?
Because unfortunately for you, I know him by the back of my hand. I have since I was little. So, this is exactly something he would do. Monitoring me still as if I was 6. Like a little fucking asshole.
Do you want to read the envelope?
You would let me do that?
He just kind of like puts his hand out. Yeah.
Kendra will squint and then go forward and take it.
Okay.
Still looking at him as she's opening the envelope.
It's a pretty standard manila envelope. It's got 3 or 4 pieces of paper inside that details a couple of things. It details on one page a group of grunts that Alex is going to be responsible for and the type of menial labor that he has to oversee them doing, just checking in to make sure that they complete their tasks, produce a certain amount of work. It has a couple of assignments for him in particular, 2 people he needs to look for, one being a deserter, just various missions for him to accomplish. Everything in this folder appears to be just a paper work order, since he doesn't visit the office enough to get an electronic one.
Who's the deserter?
It's a name you don't know, but he held the rank of general and then abandoned the post that he held under the Mars section very recently.
Kendra will sigh heavily and then thrust the paper, like push the paper back into his chest, and then silently say, "Sorry."
What? Say sorry.
He
I just came back.
Oh, geez.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. What did you say?
No, I was just laughing. He sort of folds all the paper roughly back up into the envelope, and he's just like, a lot of trauma showing itself here. You got something you need to talk about?
Kendra will again glare at him and be like, "That is none of your business.
Why
I
not?
just had a really long day."
Okay. Well, if you don't want to talk about it, what do you want to do about it?
Could use a fucking. She'll say this under her breath. It's up to you if he catches it. But she'll be like, turn to her side so her side is facing him and be like, I could use a fucking cigarette and a couple of fucking bottles of scotch right now.
Yeah.
He kind of like tilts his head. He's like, well, at this hour, difficult, but I know a place.
Kendra will kind of like look him up and down and be like, how far?
How fast can you walk?
How fast can you run?
Well, then not far. And he starts off in this direction.
Biker. It will be.
If you follow him for a while, he will lead you toward this, what you would call maybe a hole in the wall or a speakeasy of sorts out the back of a shop.
Yes.
He knocks on this door and a little voice says something to him that you can't really overhear. He whispers something back and he brings you into this 4 or 5 table, small seating environment. Tells this guy what he wants and he sits down.
Yes.
Kendra, this guy comes by holding a small glass, sets that in front of you, then leaves the bottle at the table. As Alex is now just sitting there on this bench across from you.
Kendra is literally just gonna grab the bottle and just start drinking out of it.
Oof.
Well, we'll check on you a little later.
As you down an exorbitant amount of whatever this booze is that's been placed before you, you're probably pleasantly surprised that Alex was Shut the fuck up. You're pleasantly surprised that Alex was listening and got you exactly what you requested. He kind of muses under his breath. He's like, how many of those before you're ready to talk about it?
Depends.
On.
Were cigarettes also delivered to the table?
Alex seems to have a pack in his coat pocket. She's offered to you across the table.
She will grab one. Hunter, do you remember Kendra's party trick?
Yeah, the hands hot enough to light the tip, yeah.
Well, not really. But Kendra will basically put a cigarette in her mouth and just kind of blow until smoke comes out.
You're trying to light it with your breath, essentially.
Which I do.
Make her roll for it.
Fuck off.
Sure, make an Arcana check.
God damn it, Joshua.
Yeah, Josh, do it. Do it again. Performance, charisma, nature, dexterity. Don't
It's
drop
magic.
it. Light him on fire. That'd be hilarious. Please do.
Oh god, yeah, roll a nat 20 and set the place on fire. That'd be great.
lights Alex on fire. He fucking starts melting. The whole place lights up.
Well, that's
Fire and
the
blood.
You wanted me to roll Arcana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Arcana good, that's even better. Bring the magics in. Fuck yeah.
That's exactly what we're after right
It's
now.
gonna
Is
be
the
like
magic.
a predator bomb. It's gonna sound like the fucking Boba Fett's explosive mine that he does.
Oh Jesus Christ!
One of the best sounds ever.
Are you going to?
I'm rolling now.
There it goes.
It is.
15 is probably enough to pull off this party trick. After a few puffs, you see the little bit of smoke start up.
Riker, are you okay?
Alex does this little semi-sarcastic but halfway impressed golf clap for you.
She will squint her eyes at him, release a puff of air, and be like, answering his question basically, and be like, "How? It depends. And how quickly this bottle makes me drunk."
Yeah, did not strike you as the drinking away your problems type.
Never really had a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Never had anyone to talk about.
Babies.
He does this like hands up open gesture, like, well. It's like an I'm all ears. It's like an I'm all ears sort of thing. It's yours.
Oh, is that what you keep saying?
Yeah.
She'll kind of just start tapping the table, trying her best not to leave scorch marks as emotions are going through her body.
As you stay silent for a moment, he does this thing where he reaches across the table and grabs the bottle from you, which is upsetting for a moment. As he's then kind of like holds up a finger, like, wait. He's like, he looks at your little cigarette and he goes, "Yeah, I can do that too." And he breathes on the bottom of the bottle, causing it to sort of frost up.
Kendra will go and then retrieve the bottle and raise it, take another sip.
Well, with the two of you spending some considerable amount of time probably in this joint, you could call it, I guess, this little back ass nowhere, with no defined closing time. We will give a moment then to Jerry.
Pay attention. It's your turn.
So, Jerry, we're starting with you. You will have been apparated after denying the offer that was made to you. And after the experience of seeing not just what a sane you could have had, what you could have now in general, what's on Jerry's mind?
Jerry is very much in disbelief at his own decision. He doesn't know if he made the right one, as he made it out of skepticism on something that felt too good to be.
Mm-hmm.
I also have no idea where Jerry is.
We don't know where Jerry is. That's why we're asking what you're thinking about. If you haven't picked up on the pattern yet, where you are is going to be dependent on what you're thinking about.
Ah. Fuck.
You're not gonna be on this continent.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking of contacting Dialga.
You're gonna see Kendra.
So you're thinking of your time with... Okay.
Interesting.
Well, not having a better place to send you, the magics are going to dump you out in some nowhere.
I'm way more nervous now. I thought I was just gonna have to harass some priests and nuns at a church somewhere. I didn't expect an audience. I'm still
You find
unprepared.
yourself audienced before your chosen deity. Their counter / cohort, whatever they may be, the pink one, as you might know them as, Jerry, is not here.
Woo.
And your sire, as it were, seems to be paying very little attention to the fact that you have apparated into his realm, focused elsewhere at the moment.
Jerry is definitely curious about where he's focused, but he's just gonna call out, "Oh God!" Just try and get his attention.
You don't actually know that's his name.
I feel like you guys have referred to it. Has that never been referred to?
Nope.
I don't think anyone in the game actually knows his name, but you know what? I'm actually going to allow it for Jerry as a pact as his priestess.
He never said it on the statue.
No,
No,
it
the
said Almighty
statue was
Sinnoh.
Almighty Sinnoh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay. That's right. The place, not the being. Alright, continue.
Yeah, I'm going to say Jerry will have gained this knowledge through his, in part through his steel expertise, but primarily through his pact. It is no small thing to draw the attention of this creature.
I know, I'm terrified.
As the lights coming from around you kind of seem like they are no longer updating, the stars are no longer flickering, asteroids, meteors, other debris is no longer flying. His attention is now focused on you. All concepts that would tell you that time is passing around you seem halted for the duration that he is paying attention to you.
Oh, acting is not my strong suit tonight. Should have had a few more beers. Jerry's just going to sort of voice, sort of ask hopeless, did I make the right decision?
And there's this very deep groaning in in the air around you as he kind of focuses these bright red eyes on you.
Vaporize.
Don't vaporize.
And almost like a comforting father, he kind of softens for a moment and he says, that depends.
On what?
Depends on who you wish to be.
I'm talking to Rafiki.
The past can hurt, but you can either learn from it or run from it.
Or, oh, bam!
Yeah.
My favorite character. Vicky the best.
Joey will sort of ask the Alga, what would you have had you no power and faced with my decision?
He kind of takes a second to respond to that, and he goes, "That is as impossible to answer as would be asking you what you would do in my situation."
Jerry will just sort of ask, again, still in a strained voice, is there a way I can ever see them? To ever truly get them back?
He takes a moment to think and he goes, "The river of time flows only in one direction."
Can I paddle upstream?
Maybe someday. Now, no. As you are now, you will never see them again.
How do I become something?
It is not for me to decide.
Can you point me in the right, or can you put me on the right path for me to figure out how to?
I see all possibilities. And I cannot forsake all those in which you fail.
All those in which I fail means that there are some in which... Is that true?
He sort of gives you, the first time you've seen this from him, he gives you this very slight grin. Perhaps.
Thank you, my lord. And then Jerry will try and figure out how to leave.
He's trying to figure out how to leave?
Yeah, that was the little jump start I needed. Screwed up, definitely.
As you sort of walk around aimlessly, you realize that this is just a black void, and you're not even quite sure what you're walking on.
Jerry will turn to Dialga and just ask, when I get out of here, what do you want me to be doing on my side time to, spread the good word? And number two, how do I get out of here? Because this is a festive existence. It's not the plane I can really control.
I find it amusing that you think there's a plane you can control.
Well, that's a confidence blow.
You can leave when you ask. When do you wish to go?
Oh.
Hunter, out of character.
Mm-hmm.
You just said, when do I wish to go?
Right.
Mhm.
Could I say to the beginning and then have it drop me off with, forcing everyone to go, everyone back to where I first joined the campaign?
Please don't.
Could I do
If you do that, I will smack you more than fucking Tazzle.
So he's not offering to reset anything but you. He's not even necessarily directly offering to reset you. Now, if you pay attention to what he said, as you are now, you will not see them again.
Right. We have
out of character, I'll explain it like this. So I'm being cryptic and vague and intentionally because that's how he is in general. But what he's offering to do is treat you like a stone in the proverbial river of time. He will pick you out of where you are now and plunk you back somewhere else, but he's not offering to change your course at all. You would still relive things exactly as they happen because that's the flow.
So
you just torture yourself. Continue.
So you're not changing the river. He's just asking you where you want to start back up again.
So theoretically, I could super age myself if I said, like, super in the future. Could I get like a level buff?
If you said super in the future, then theoretically it would mean you'd be out of the campaign until we got to that point in the future.
Yeah, that's why
next week.
Cool.
how in the future could I go without like kicking myself from the campaign?
Depends how. I mean, I would say an order of weeks at most before you would be too separated from the party to not have to go refine them again.
Gotcha. And would I get any like level benefit to doing that, or like Fury's been gone for a month?
If your justification is that you would have consumed the weeks on training your creatures, then we can negotiate how much training could have been done in that time.
And in theory, like over that, like I would jump back into the game a little bit of XP for my and just be like, "Hey, I've been gone for a year. What the fuck is
I've
that?"
been training my master.
Actually, that would be really cool. Like spend 3 weeks with Dialga training like Asmodeus, Jotun, and whatnot.
I think that's something you would have to ask him, isn't it?
Indeed, it would be. So I suppose back to the campaign. So I will ask.
Basically, what will happen, like heuristically outside of game, is that you will be spending the rest of your game time today with Dialga. Like when we circle back to you, and then when you leave early, the other two will continue their separate side stories, and then next week, when the object becomes finding everybody again, you will not be in the plane to find. So you will have to negotiate how you're going to reappear correctly or where you're going to reappear.
But I could reappear on the normal plane of existence next week. That's.
Oh yeah, it will drop you back where you came from. It's just when.
Gotcha. Well, I suppose that's exactly what. I'll just sort of go over to Dialga and Neil and just say, it appears that I'm perhaps, or no, sorry. I'll kneel and just sort of say, you said when. Does that mean that I could stay here and train?
If you'd like.
I would be honored.
So be it. Jerry, you will take the time to pull with some measurable manner of influence some creatures from the void around you. As you hear almost what you interpret as like beeping sounds, it's this strange like rhythmic noise as these strange like UFO-like creatures start orbiting around you.
Yeah, LGM. Cute little bastards, aren't they?
I'm about to get
Good thing. He's gonna punch you straight in the crotch
I'm about to fucking
his head.
I'm fighting butt plugs.
Hey! They're aliens!
That butt plug is gonna wreck your ass, bro.
I know, that's why I'm scared. When I'm fighting boy, I'm
Better throw
expecting
lube at
to-
it, because it's on its way.
Right.
Those things are so cool, though. I want to
love
fight those.
So while Tazzle thinks about what he's going to do, while we circle back to him, I will be right back.
Alright.
Oh my god. I sent the. I don't know if I sent it to you or just Josh, but I thought it was funny. It was that thing where it was like, oh, when the group's trying to say something, and they forget their note taker isn't there for the day, for the night.
You mean me?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see that? Did I send you that one? I just sent it to Josh and Hunter.
For fuck's sake. When I'm not there for one game,
Yeah.
and then I'm just like, what happened? And you guys are just like, I don't know.
This is happening, and there was something that happened like 3 months ago, and this was happening, and this person went over there, and I
I'm
don't know
not there for one game. Something important happens, and then when, like, that comes up, I'll be like, what is that talking about?
see.
And then you guys have no idea because take and Hunter is just like, oh, it's from that game you weren't here on. I was like, you great, good job, Hunter.
Mhm.
Let's circle back to Tazzle in Orboro City. You're welcome to drink when you use your spell slots on your own time. I'm not going to offer it as a trade.
Fireball, motherfucker.
Can't wait to get that.
Or I guess it would be Brill.
All right. So, Tazzle, you are at this point walking toward where you know Aspen to work. On the way by the Poké Center, you have thrown a bag away.
Realized
The sisters have. Go
non-frozen
ahead.
blood bag has now been coagulated to shit, and it's disgusting, and it's not gonna give me any.
Is no longer very useful, yes. So you are most of the way to the, what's it called? The museum. What do you want to, if anything, do before you get there?
What do I want to do before I get there? I kind of want to ask him about something that I noticed him having way back in the day. Were those... Wasn't it like a bubbly... Something that like bubbled or something, and there some red drink that was bubbling in like a cup or whatever, or in a glass? That they were drinking at the party a long, long time ago.
Oh, yes. Party trick. You see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can't stand out too much against certain individuals, so pig's blood and ginger ale.
Ah. That's what it is. Just can't stand out too much. Yeah, look at this. As I'm motioning to the wings, which I'll try to keep as small as possible or close to me, even though it's not gonna matter.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason that your sisters wear capes.
Makes sense. Wait, what? Anyway. Can,
Well, anyway, moving on from that. I'll unpack that later.
the back and forth questioning, like, oh, what the fuck? I feel like, oh, alright. That's a cool little thing with the little party trick. So yeah, I gotta get myself some of that something to cover me from this irritating sun. Doesn't feel as nice as it used to.
And she kind of tips the brim of her hat. To be worth noting, Tazzle, it is late at night.
Oh yeah. He's just had a lot of beaming light and fire all over the place, so he's still
Yeah,
recuperating.
she still does the tip of her hat, like mentioning that this is what she does in response to that.
All right.
So
anyway. Yeah.
So the sisters kind of laugh behind you. Goes, well, we know what to get him for Christmas.
Yes, we got like 4 months. Yeah.
A new hat.
Yeah, well, better be a very nice hat. Or I don't know, a hooded thing of some sorts.
The youngest sister kind of amusing you. Would you like a dress too?
Oh, Daniela, still have your little jokes. Well,
Make it awkward. You say yes.
Make up your own mind there.
The visibly offended sisters.
Cassandra will be okay. Bella's a fucking bitch. Except he doesn't say that. He just kind of turns around and leaves. Walking.
Yes. Oh.
Tazzle, it's amazing that you're capable of leading them through town dragging those brass balls behind you.
Bro, I'm casting the biggest fucking level 9 illusion magic there is. Like, I am popping every single high level spell in my own mind to fucking make it through this life right now.
As you arrive at the door there of the museum, the aunt comes up next to you and she asks you, is this it?
Yeah. Yeah, so you're not gonna hurt her, drag her away, bring her somewhere, kidnap her, whatever this situation is.
I hope not.
Just all right.
She puts her fingers up and does this very high-pitched whistle, and you hear the three sisters behind you kind of giggling as they turn into black smoke, and three separate windows in different parts of the facility shatter. After a few moments, they return behind the aunt. She's not here. But we did bring this. They hold out this folder full of papers. The aunt starts thumbing through it as the sisters are glancing over at you with this look of, like, curiosity and not so much animosity, but, like, you better not be lying to me.
Well, I don't. It's been a little while since I've been back here since the shit show hit, so I don't know if she's on vacation or some shit. But she seemed pretty good on.
She's with the old man. She's with that blasted old man.
Which one?
This city's gym leader.
How do you know that?
Some of these are transcript documents.
Did you just
Here
print
she
them out in
was.
3 seconds? What?
No, she appears to have been making a, how do you say, retirement case to send to the upper ladder about why she needed some time off.
Well, I already told you why.
Right.
But
this, as she pulls out a particularly thick piece of paper, which appears to have some engineering-esque schematic printed on it, but this is what I came for.
What is it you're looking for? This other stuff that's been taken last time?
A bit of research from a specialist in her field. Revolutionary. Job thinks he's clever by taking the prototype. Well, now I have the means to produce the prototype.
So you're after the same thing he was? Yeah.
Well, we're not the only ones. In fact, if you care so much about this red-haired lady, you may want to find her before he does.
Oh, Jove?
Oh no, Jove is satisfied, the big brutish idiot that he is.
You're talking about that skull dude with the fire. Or are you talking about somebody else? I have no idea who you're talking about.
You know, I do believe you've had a recent meeting. Skull guy. It's amusing.
He's a dick.
Quite. Right, yeah. Well, Venus, as they call him. Lapdog that he is. He will take the most direct approach to finding information. He will go after the girl.
Yeah, don't tell him I said any of that shit about him. Just, yeah. Sorry, it's been, not a fan of him. And,
You're mistaken. You're mistaken, Tazzle, in thinking that I do like him.
I hope not. He's very
It's a common...
repelling to me.
It's a common enemy.
Oh, good. And, I apologize for some of the occasional snappiness. It's not normal.
Well, it's to be expected.
It's been a few days. I haven't eaten in a little while.
Freshly turned as you are, I can only expect that there are lots of things that are confusing to you right now.
But also, do you have a place you're gonna hide that? I would rather not that information all over the place if we can help it.
No, of course not. Why would I give up such good leverage?
I don't know. I was hoping maybe we could do this a little bit more on the good side than the thieving side.
I'm curious what you think the good side of acquiring experimental plants is.
I don't know, I'm kind of thinking the long game. What if someone else finds out you took it? Or that she lost it? what if somebody else saw that we were here? I just don't want floating around evidence in some way, shape, or form. I mean, the fact that I let you guys in here, I don't know. I don't feel bad about that, but at the same time, this apparent random force field in here is...
If that conniving rat, Terra, has eyes that allow him to see that this has happened, I welcome it. In fact, I want him to know that I have something he wants, because he's exactly the kind of individual that having leverage over is valuable.
You're telling me on that one. I had to talk myself twice. Actually, I didn't talk myself out the first time, I just kind of cheated it. But the second time I talked myself out of writing up a fucking contract with him.
Hmm.
I'm surprised I didn't die for it. I also got people vacation time. That was impressive to me. I was like recalling like some of the cool things he did.
What an altruist.
Yeah. Sometimes we all need vacations.
Mm-hmm. Not all of us. But,
True.
moving.
Is there anything you need me to do?
I mean, you've done your part. You got us here. That's certainly enough. I consider you absolved for the time being.
The fuck does that mean?
Yeah, he's
Absolved of what?
He's gonna kind of tilt his head like, what? Give people's eyebrow.
Huh?
Like,
Wait,
what
who?
the fuck do you mean?
The people's Jesus.
Say what now?
Anyway, yeah. Like, what the fuck? So, overall, I appreciate everything you've done for me in the past, and in a way, saving me with this nice.
Yes, Hunter. Exactly.
What do you exactly? What?
You know what you did.
You ignore my snacking and allow this to progress.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, the people's eyebrow. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Like, bitch, kind of like, bitch, what do you mean? What am I... So, this is also actually what I wanted to continue with the fact that I somehow talked myself out of signing contracts with Terra. This whole thing, is there something with this gift that I just, in a way, signed without questioning it? Because I wasn't in a situation not to question it, to accept or deny life or death.
Well, you are an official member of the family now, so there's that.
Is there more than 4 of you?
Direct family-wise? Well, perhaps. Though not many. I don't share the full gift with many among our ranks, only very, very trusted.
It's from my childhood. They don't.
I agree. It's a good idea.
And the girls are forbidden from turning anyone that isn't vetted by me first. That goes for you too when you gain the ability. Tread carefully when sharing with those little friends of yours. You found the tree test, Ivan.
Alright. Okay, so I can't do that now. Okay.
I mean, you can't even put your wings away on command.
That's true. I did
I mean, you
do
can.
it once.
It's
I did do it once. And it hurt so bad, they might as well have been just chopped right the fuck off.
Yeah, body transfiguration is probably going to be quite painful until you get accustomed to it.
Alright. So I guess we're just gonna leave it as is then, with the information that you have. The little
We'll be in touch. She kind of points at your hand, and if you require us, I should say if you require one of your sisters, I wouldn't call upon me unless you have need of it. If you require one of your sisters.
Okay, that's interesting. I'll have to figure out how to do that. I might have an idea from what she tried doing, but I try not to bother you as much as possible. Because I know in the past I've been, as it's seemingly, a bother.
You're an unplanned part of this team, but perhaps not unwelcome.
I hope so. Alright. Well, I guess you probably got shit to do. You should be able to hopefully get out of here. I don't know. Do you want me to walk you out if need be?
Let's find out, shall we?
Okay, let's go.
That why were you like this? Just move the box.
So all of you walk to the edge as the shimmer becomes apparent again.
Just move the box, you dumbass.
What happened?
Jesus Christ.
The cat's an idiot, that's what happened. Why are you like this?
I don't know what's happening. What am I doing wrong?
It's not you, it's Pasco.
Oh.
He's like, he moves that thing around all day, but now that he wants something,
She said something like, why doesn't he just fucking unlock the door and let him out?
No, the cat's an idiot.
I don't have the key!
Alright. That's not how this works!
He's gonna be curious of this. He's gonna say, Bella, you try to get out.
Fine. As she goes to push her arm into the barrier, instead of repelling, it drags her through to the other side, causing all of the meaningful damage.
It does cause the damage.
It does seem to char her skin meaningfully before it has time to rejuvenate.
Does it look horrendous?
It looks blackened and spotty.
Damn. Alright, with a little bit of...
Now your skin matches your personality. Say it. Say it.
Tazzle hears this strange thing in the back of his mind. In the voice of Kendra.
As she's like clenching her jaw and kind of, oh, prick.
He looks up here and sees a Biggian-like creature. Oh,
Fuck off, you cunt.
He's actually gonna giggle and actually in his mind agree. And as he walks through, actually he's gonna obviously
I hate the fact that we're pigeons now in game.
You are a pigeon now, yes.
That's usually what some people do for when people talk and they're not there. They're like, oh, these fucking birds. Oh. That's the when you're not there and you want to say something.
The pigeons are speaking to me. Not insane, I swear.
Alright, I'll get Big Ian out later and we'll train him up and it'll be a badass. He's gonna have to get the move roll out specifically for him. Alright. How's a fucking flying bird no roll out? Alright. Yeah, he'll see that and he'll be like, sorry, I didn't know it was gonna be like that. I was kind of joking, but wow, that's good to know. He'll actually this is a very curious thing. Actually, I do want to do something, but I kind of might want to do this with just a background thing.
Okay.
Here, I'll send you a message of what I'm gonna do to see if it works, if it's accepted or whatever. So, make sure I'm messaging you first.
I'm assuming you're PMing. Yeah, I was. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Technically, yes.
Okay. Alright. Alright, we'll do that.
You're going to offer that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as you offer that, she kind of grins at you. She goes like, that's sweet, but vamp on vamp is a little bit frowned upon.
What did you offer, Tazzle? It better be blood and not something else.
There better be a step in front of all of you.
It better be blood. That's your cousin. Goddammit.
Someone's off after. Never mind. No.
I love this group and how they just jump to
I
random.
love that you thought that through, Josh, and then you told yourself, no, we're not doing that.
We're not going there.
Maybe she doesn't have a husband and really wants a kid.
Why?
That's not
Still
better.
incest.
Who wants a kid? Oh.
I mean,
Home Alabama.
to each their own.
Gotta
but
figure it
that's
out
how you-
somehow.
there's some issues.
I mean, how do you think royal bloodlines get kept alive for so long?
Game of
So
Thrones.
there's a reason the royal family.
I was gonna say, look at the Targaryens.
Targaryens, look at the English royal family.
Look at the English.
There's not one of them that look like they need medication.
They shall eat cake.
That's French.
Oh, whatever. That's also bad.
Still cool, I guess.
I love the history correction. Yeah, but she says no. I don't think we should. That's not great. It's asking for trouble.
Why? What happens?
It's like, how do you say, too much of a good thing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
that makes
this is not
sense.
her case.
I understand.
What did you offer?
That makes sense. So, well, you're on this side, so no one else has to deal with that. He'll attempt his. Maybe you can help me figure this out. Attempt this new trick.
She will grab your hand that has the mark on it and like force you to drag the tip of your finger into the dirt to form an indented circle.
As it breaks 3 times, yep.
And then she will, yes, exactly. It might, but it's going to reform, right? It's probably not a comfortable thing to do.
In bird form.
And then she will offer the following piece of advice. She goes, well, now you have to activate it.
Activate. Open sesame! He's gonna like say random ass shit, and then he's gonna look at them like, are they gonna be like?
As she sort of pinches the bridge of her nose and goes, how about you give the circle what you just offered to give me?
Abracadabra.
Oh yeah, that's right. I wasn't just.
Yeah, go wield your. What are you looking at me?
Wield my what?
Yeah, don't.
I love when people
Don't
don't
even.
know what the actual thing was. The ideas just flow. All
Yeah,
right.
don't even make it through that thought.
So
You-
Basil just fucks the circle.
just stick it in the sand. All right.
There's a hole in the way.
Okay.
Oh, I
if,
love
I
All right.
squint, if I squint just right, it's almost believable.
All right. So. All right.
If there's a
He's gonna be
hole,
like, well,
there's
that makes sense. I didn't want to make him just wait over there, pondering what the hell's going on for 10 minutes, and he'll I guess he'll bite himself on the wrist.
All right, take a D4 of damage.
Ooh.
A D4, not 4.
Oh my bad. I'm always thinking that it's like direct X amount. Yeah.
It might be 4. Well, it doesn't have to be.
Probably will be. Give it to me. 4. Yep. I knew it. It was fate. What else would it be? If it's not 4, it would be 8. That's my
So you
luck.
bleed a reasonable amount onto the ground as the circle begins to not so much glow as absorb the remaining light, turning into a deep shadow. As from this pit, the others begin to emerge.
I hope you're proud. I hope you're happy.
Are you talking to me?
No. Maybe.
Oh my
As the aunt pushes her way past and she comes up to look at you again, she comes down to your level. And in a sort of like sarcastic smile, she goes, "You might be useful after all." Maybe we should have made you part of the family a long time ago. Hmm?
I'm a little curious on how long time ago you mean. Whether or not she's gonna answer or not, he's gonna kind of like just look at the ground and be kind of like questioning what the fuck he just did. And just how bad he could have possibly messed up, but conflicted between reconnecting and yeah, and the possible negative impacts that this could form, but also the information he learned with some of the other possibly friendly or not people.
She muses for a moment. She goes, "Don't be so glum. This is like the first step to us becoming one big thing." So I have to admit, you appearing out of the blue and assisting us was not something I planned on for this trip. A pleasant surprise.
I remember what the soul was talking about, right?
You should.
Okay, I didn't like forget him like that part, like the yellow man.
No, the soul, that whole thing legitimately happened. You do remember what he showed you.
Okay. All right. And with that question, I can't think of what else I might say. I had something and now it's gone again.
Well, if you don't want to say anything else to them, they will just one after another depart off into the night.
I remember now. I did want to tell them, whatever you do, be careful. We had a run-in with not just the flamehead dude, but the big angel-looking guy with the bright-ass light. I don't know if he knows. I don't know how the hell I showed up here, but I don't know if he knows. I don't know if I should be telling you this. I don't know if I should be saying fucking anything in my life right now. But
she looks at you kind of surprised for a moment and thinks before she just says, "Noted."
Be careful, all of you. And he'll go down and look at each one.
And once again, the youngest sister kind of is, "Aw, he's getting all sappy."
Alright, I'm gonna need an extra good Christmas present from you.
At this point, they will all depart off into the sisters will all depart one after another off into the darkness. The aunt looks at you one more time, kind of, before following after them. I'm going to change the turn order a little bit so we can get to Josh one more time before he departs.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's just gonna look down, put his hands on his head, and just be like, ugh, fuck.
As he just sits there in the dirt path, like, oh, what just happened? All right, Jerry, floating somewhere in nowhere space, you're surrounded by UFO-like creatures, who for the past some amount of time I've been fighting with Asmodeus, and it's this brutal lock of they kick the shit out of him and then heal him on repeat.
Nice.
Oh, I saw 3. I was like, are we gonna have a random 3v3? But it's like in space. He has a memory, a vision, and it's just us 3 with Pokemon fighting each other. But no, that's okay. This is cool too.
He is improving. But every time he focuses his efforts on one of them, he gets hit by a shadow ball in the back from another one.
Ouch.
I see.
Dialga seems only partially focused on your plights.
Uh-huh. I don't really know what to do with this other than keep the XP rolling in.
How you said you wanted to train Asmodeus. What is your goal for this training? You should be talking him through what you're hoping for him to improve on.
Skills or just, I'm trying to get him to level up, but like target specific moves.
You could target specific moves if you were hoping to mutate them, or in other words, give me something about what Asmodeus is doing other than getting meat grindered. Because if he's just in a meat grinder, he might be improving, but it's not going to be great unless there's some strategy here.
He's focusing on improving defense from multiple angles, so being able to take on multiple opponents at once, or at least blunt the blows at opponents. So lots of iron defense.
Mm-hmm. Cool. That's a pretty good one. He's acclimating to being beaten from multiple sides. After what's going to feel to you like multiple days of just tireless training, being beaten and healed, Asmodeus managed to deliver a nasty shadow punch to one of these creatures, which sends it reeling back. And as it hits the aura around Dialga as deflected, his attention is grabbed once more. And he looks down at Asmodeus, he goes, "Good." And as his eyes glow, the 3 of these creatures begin to pulse with a white light, and their power is magnified multiple times over.
The evolved forms, relax. This is what you wanted!
Oh no, they went from butt plugs to penises' eyes.
Oh my god.
Those are the extra buttons to change the amount of vibration.
Upgraded from butt plug to dildo real quick.
Yeah, the battery-powered dildos. You can switch the speed and vibration amount.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm continuing what you guys were coming up with earlier.
Well, you're about to get a 5-speed ass kicking as they immediately surround you. And Asmodeus finds what he was in a state of starting to defend himself properly and landing hits. He now finds himself unable to keep up with their movements.
Stomping tantrum? That feels safe.
You should roll to hit a stomping tantrum.
Okay, so I am actually in combat now.
Yeah, dude, I AoE the shit out of him. Andrew?
It's been a second since adding the 5e is phenomenal, but it also makes me a second remember the stat.
You shouldn't be remembering the stats. You should have a fucking character sheet.
I know I've got the character sheet right there.
He means like where the character sheet is and stuff.
Oh, where your character sheet is. Yeah, so even as you attempt to tantrum your way around the area, they are capable of almost teleporting out of the way.
Their AC's that high?
Probably.
Don't fuck with the aliens.
Let's see if they punish you in return.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Right, so
Later.
all three of them surrounding you are going to pelt you with... Yeah, so you take 24 damage each. As Asmodeus is annihilated on the counterattack, only to be immediately healed.
Poor fucking ball.
That's actually 48 damage each because of the super effectiveness.
Oh.
So this is what Asmodeus will be doing for the next couple of weeks.
He's gonna hate me.
Yeah, he's gonna hate you.
Here, buddy, let's get tortured for weeks.
Reminds me of that Chimchar episode where he gets beat by that trainer until Ash gets him back. Trying to get him to use Blaze.
I think that was that Chimchar or Charmander.
That was Chimchar, because he turns into the monkey.
Yeah, he turns into a Monferno midway.
And I think he fights him again later in like this big end fight. And Ash
Oh,
like,
yeah,
switches him in and
yeah.
out, and he's like, why does he keep switching him in and out? And then in the end, he like, instead of just getting him to take as much damage, he just kind of like lets it build up or something. Forget the reasoning, but...
Because he wanted the blaze to kick in.
Yeah, the guy thought he had to like just get hit really quick, but it was a buildup of like stress or whatever. Instead of being just like one big explosive moment.
Beat them. So Asmodeus is going to not so much beg as he doesn't talk, but like silently plead you for some help.
What do you want me to do?
Can I pull him and throw another one out? Like, I don't...
You can. You can switch him out. They will just split the training between him and whoever else you pick.
I mean, I don't want to split the training, but I also don't want to... Like, this is brutal.
Father, help! The time god is fresh out of mercy.
Shit. I'll split it up a little bit.
Split it up a little bit? Okay. Who else are you going to involve? Who are you going to send out against this onslaught?
Christ.
Who else do you want? You.
Who needs to hit level 8?
If you throw out Jotun, I feel like
I've already
Dialga would. Well, damn.
I'll throw out my.
You throw out who? Oh my
Cerberus.
god. So Cerberus is going to take the hits a little bit better, as he's not totally weak to Ghost. However, being as he's inherently much lower level, it still hurts. You see them take a moment as their eyes start to beep at each other to recalibrate to this new opponent. And their new strategy, as they get equidistant around you, is they start bouncing echoed voices at you. As this one screams a high-pitched frequency, this one echoes it, and this one echoes it, each amplifying the next.
Bro, echoed voice. I always wanted to use this since day one, and I never fucking get. I got rid of it, and I hate myself for it for most of my Pokemon.
Until poor little Cerberus's ears are just like folded over, and he looks back at you whimpering, like, "Why?
Why do you have to paint such horrific pictures?"
You have to.
It's
So let's put this in perspective. You are a trainer somewhat early on into your career, and you elected to train with a god.
What do you want from him?
I want an Ember Strike.
there you go. Hit him with an ember.
You said that like a fucking airstrike.
Roll the Ember Strike.
Hit him with the napalm. Napalm strike.
Well, let's roll it. Let's see if we can hit one of them.
Ember, you have to name it Ember Strike now. You can't just call it an Ember if he boosts your Ember.
So I'm gonna re-roll. There we go. Oh,
Hey!
I'm burning someone.
Solid. How much damage?
To who?
10 fire damage to the one in front of me, and they're
Oh yeah, they're burned. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they take a solid hit. Let's see.
Father hell.
So we're kind of time skipping a little bit here for you, Jerry, because again, weeks are going to pass for you in the time span that time is hardly moving for the other two. The time skip we're going to pop for you is Cerberus, under your direction and under your training, after switching in and out with Asmodeus, Cerberus is going to gain a considerable amount of XP. By the end of his training,
Big ass titties.
as Cerberus finally manages to down one of these creatures, weeks into this training, countless deaths later, he downs one of them, and you can see him start to glow.
What?
Fuck yes. I'm slightly jealous.
As there's an explosion, that's too big. There's an explosion of energy as he is thrust into a forced evolution.
Nice.
Damn it, that's cool.
No, he wouldn't have evolved Asmodeus because we're all level 8.
Big ass
Houndour evolved level
titties.
7.
Damn, I got 2 levels then.
I do need you to roll me 2 levels as Cerberus.
Fuck.
I level up so infrequently, sir. I don't remember how to do it.
I need you to roll me 2 of his hit dice.
Maybe die 8
so-
or die.
Houndour's hit dice is a d6, so it's a d6 plus his constitution
Times 2.
times 2. Okay. Plus 1 times 2.
That's awesome, dude. Fuck yeah.
Reroll 1.
I can reroll.
1. Just 1. Well, you
Really?
gained 4. 4 HP.
So reroll the. Oh god, you got 1 twice in a row. Jesus Christ. So no, you got 3 plus 2, so you got 5 from the levels, which brings you to 38. And then
Oh god.
the evolution bonus is going to give you an additional 14. So you're up to 52. So you're up to 52, and then your new AC is 17.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking boss, dude. Dude, you just like skyrocketed with that creature.
Houndoom is crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, actually.
So Cerberus just erupts up into one of your stronger teammates as you subject him to this godly training, which also massively hardens his spirit. He's capable of taking more punishment than most Pokemon back on your planet would normally encounter.
Oh god, he's only SR8, good, so you can still control him.
Yeah,
He's quite the beast. And let's see, his ability, because they both change. Yeah. I think he's got. Oh no, it's whatever it was before they don't change. So whatever, he keeps his ability, whatever it was. However, you're gonna have to check his moves because you now have access to some new moves.
Indeed, I do. That's pretty wild.
Namely, Bite and Thunderfang. It looks like.
Yeah.
Both echo moves.
Oh, and there's one other thing which you'll have to do, Josh, since I know you're headed out soon. You have this as homework for next time. That man's got 9 ASI points to distribute.
Damn,
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
that is wild.
Add that wisely.
Now I'm gonna put it all in the wall.
Oh my
Well, you can only
gosh.
go up to 20, so.
You can only get to 20, yeah.
Well, thank you, sir.
Dexterity.
That was dope.
Stealth and athletics for skills, so.
Of course, the problem is, you can't play next time.
No, I didn't say you can't play. He's just gonna find. He's gonna have to find his way back to you guys because he's gonna. Well, he's gonna have a couple weeks of bullshit happening, and he's going to be poofed into the world after you guys already find each other.
So I'll
So
definitely. It'll just take me a sec to find him.
Anyway, have a good sleep as we move on to Kennedy.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome.
Where's Kennedy? She is in Eterna.
That's good for him too, because that'll help in the steel.
Yeah,
gym
he caught up to us a lot with that.
And for the steel gym, he could use them too. Hope he doesn't.
Yeah, and
He only knows Ember, I think, but still.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Yep, so anywhere that you want. And that shouldn't be -2, be a 0.
I mean, Smog wouldn't be too bad too for situationals.
Smog can be good. So, Kennedy, as we circle back to Kendra, who is now the majority of a bottle deep and probably a cigarette or two, Alex has been pretty calmly putting up with all of the angst you had to let out thus far. He comments for a moment on the fact that the bottle is now empty. He goes, "So is that enough?"
Yeah, well, for now.
Good. So, what the hell's up with you?
Kendra will look at him and then side-eye the rest of the room, kind of trying to make sure that there's no one overhearing.
Seems the only other patrons of this place are drunk enough that they are not going to be listening to you.
Kendra will lean back in her chair, or lean back in the booth, heavily, puff her third cigarette, and say, "I saw my dad today."
You want to repeat that? What'd you say?
I saw my dad today. Well, he saw me, I guess, but I don't know. It's fucking confusing. He was there.
So, kind of raises an eyebrow. He's like, wow, must be a piece of work if you're this cut up about seeing him.
It's not that necessarily, but it's been a while since I saw him. I've been seeing him a lot more recently, and not in a speaking sort of sense, just spotting him from across places. We haven't. He overheard some things I said today. And, he said something to me that I wasn't quite expecting or ready for.
He kind of sits there for a moment and he thinks, he's like, I don't really know what to say to that. Not to be insensitive, but, I feel like you could use some humor in your life. But I can dig a girl with daddy issues. he goes, not that this is like necessarily the most sensitive thing, but maybe you could use some humor in your life, and I do like a girl with daddy issues.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, I thought you said hero. You said Hugh? This fucking guy.
You got jokes today, I see.
What can you say? I'm warming up to you.
Not surprised. Can be a little hot. And as she says that, her fingers will scorch the table a little bit and create some smoke before she stops.
I'm gonna make a fucking sandwich after listening to this shit.
He continues to joke with you a little bit. He's like, "Ooh, you're paying for that." He gives you this like joking side eye.
Oh well, I'm paying for drinks anyway. Might as well. I don't give a shit anymore.
That's on me. Don't worry about it. I got a tab anyway.
A whole bottle of scotch? You sure about that? This is top shelf stuff.
Nah. Just looks like it.
I know, it was a joke.
Well. As much as I want you to think I'm rich, and in actuality, I'm not going to be dumping no whole bottles of top shelf over here. But no, it's on me. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Anyone who's in the mood to drink a fucking bottle probably needs it more than me anyway.
Mistake. I could probably down 3 of these. Still not be drunk enough.
That sounds unhealthy.
I've done worse.
Me too, but not in a bar.
Ugh. One like this. I've been in my share of hole in the walls, but this is not bad. I'd rather get drunk on the edge of a cliff, though. Middle of the woods. Less flammable material when you're on solid rock.
Flammable materials, not something I can say I've had to worry about much in my life. But I might have to start if you're going to be around enough.
Yeah, well. You'd be surprised how many things can combust when someone loses enough restraint. Their emotions go crazy.
Well, if you ever get tired of adventuring, I'm sure you've got quite a career in the circus. They like fire breathers.
I take offense to that. Not a huge fan of circuses.
Oh, well. Luckily for you, I heard about a big one burning down recently.
At that, Kendra will stop. Her body going slightly rigid. And she'll fall back into her seat, trying to be casual again and be like, "You don't say."
His eyes kind of almost look through. He's like, so it was you.
Not my proudest moment.
Bitch, you're talking about me, aren't you?
No.
Not my proudest moment, even though he's the asshole that tried to fucking water gun. Oh god. Sorry, a demigod, still same level.
We're not talking about that, Tazzle. We're talking about the circus.
Which fucking circus? With us, this whole game's turned into a circus.
The ringmaster.
Oh. Still have that memorabilia.
At this point,
Kendra will say after, not my finest moment. I don't like... After that, she'll say, I don't like it when innocents are put in cages.
He's taking a moment to kind of like very carefully think about your words and kind of look at your reactions. He goes, "Now stop me if I'm stretch goaling here, but you're speaking from experience."
Kendra will clench her jaw and kind of space out while looking at the table. Her nostrils will flare. Her temper and anger immediately rising as she can feel her eyes flickering and out. She'll close her eyes and breathe, controlling her temper. And then slowly opening them again, saying, with completely red eyes now, kind of giving in to a little bit of rage. Let's just say, I'm very familiar.
It is at this point that a not so much amused but is gratified by his correctness, Alex will roll up his sleeves and show you these very defined cuts in both of his wrists that are spaced out as if rings wrapped around his wrists. And he does this motion where he like claps his hands together as if there were an invisible pair of handcuffs there, and just kind of raises his eyebrows in understanding.
Kendra will tap her fingers on the table. Nod while looking at Alex. I don't know how to do this.
What do you want to do? Maybe we can plan a plan.
She'll look around the bar, noticing that they're pretty much alone and dry. She'll take off her leather jacket, revealing scars of many shapes, varieties, birthmarks there. She will slowly stand from the table, turn around, just so that way, like, her back is literally right next to the table, and lift with one arm just the bare bottoms, like the bottom half of her shirt. Put it down after a few seconds. Return to the... Well, she'll go to the bar, grab another bottle, and then sit back down.
Okay. He sits there kind of like taking that in for a moment before he grabs a relatively clean washcloth and his little cup of water he's been sipping on, and he wraps his hand around the water, turns it into a block of ice, which he wraps carefully in the cloth, and he offers it to you as like an ad hoc ice pack to put over some of those wounds. He goes, probably been a long time since you've iced any of those, huh? Takes a little bit of the edge off.
Trust me, I've tried. And Kendra will... Hunter, let's just say Kendra is so full of emotions right now. And I will take a tick off of her mana for this, because this is going to be a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But she'll be like, I've tried. And she'll grab the homemade ice pack that she hands him and be like, in a whisper, she'll say, but it never really works. As the paper towel bursts into flames and the ice begins to melt.
Alex is going to stand up and walk around to your side of the table. He puts a hand out sort of in your direction, but before he gets too close to touching you, he's like, can I try something?
What do you need me to do?
Relax.
I don't know how to do that.
Do your best. He's going to wave his hand, just like not quite touching you, but quite close, kind of up where the worst section of the injury is on your back. He sort of waves his hand back and forth a few times, and he generates this little current of cold air that begins to circulate. And for the first time in probably a long time, you feel a sense of relief on your muscles in your back. This continuous stream of cold energy sort of offsetting whatever heat output you're doing right now. It's almost enough to cool off your body temperature. He will keep this going as long as you sort of allow him to have his hand like briefly touching the outside of your jacket. But after like a moment or two, he'll kind of back down and sit back down in his chair. The relief will remain with you for a couple of moments, but as you sort of heat back up, you kind of return to your sense of normalcy.
Kendra will release a shaky sigh of relief and whisper a thank you. And then, for the first time since showing him, she's gonna look into his eyes to see if she can tell what his emotions are.
Okay. Maybe make it an insight check. No. He's a hard person to read.
Move that has
The surface level of his emotion is something of compassion. But it's a very cold compassion. It's
Cold
like,
as
yeah,
in, like, it seems like angry, or like cold that he's like indifferent.
it's cold like, yeah, that sucks. Like, you can't tell if it's like he relates to it or if it's just like, yeah, that sucks. But he's obviously feeling some manner of like compassion for your situation. How deep that goes is not clear at the moment.
Kendra is gonna cross her arms over her body, lean back against her chair, and whisper while looking down at the table, I've never shown someone that. Not willingly, anyway. Or on my own volition.
He does this like overly dramatic like forward bow where his hand is around. He's like, oh, well, isn't it an honor?
And a very silent whisper, one almost he probably almost doesn't hear but does anyway. She's gonna whisper, I was forced to today.
I'm sure it feels cathartic to have that choice back in your hands then.
Now it's just the waiting.
To this, he gets a bit of a, what do you call it? He gets a bit of an eyebrow raise in your direction. He's like, meaning?
Well, for your decision. And theirs, I guess. For you to decide multiple different things, I guess. A, whether or not you believe I deserved this. Or B, whether or not it makes me.
The second one cut out.
whether, or I said, or B, whether or not it makes me a monster. As I'm sure is going through their head. Maybe not. But after the battle that we had to go so short.
So in response to the first question, he kind of takes a moment and he muses to himself. He's like, well, deserve it? I don't know. I have my doubts that you could have deserved that. But I know some people who do. I doubt you're one of them. A monster, though. You haven't spent a lot of time in Void. You're not much of a monster, that's for sure.
You don't know me. Void is just another day at the office.
He takes a brief moment and he holds a finger up. He traces a finger along the edge of his mouth, like up his cheek. And you see his face kind of like warp, almost like melt away. And you can see part of his face is very skeletal. But it's like pale blue, just barely covered with enough skin to slop it over. On one side, there's an empty eye socket, and the teeth are sharp and black. He runs his hand back up the side of his face to restore the disguise.
May I ask what happened? You showed me before. I don't think you meant to.
A lot. Long story.
We all have one of them.
You'd probably tell me the same if I asked you what happened to your back.
Who said it was just one session?
Yeah, there you go. As he goes to stand up, he goes, well, maybe on our next date you can tell me more.
Date. You consider this a date?
Oh, a solid trauma dump and 2 bottles of alcohol paid for. I consider that a date.
Touché. Kendra will look at Alex and make a serious face and say, be careful around Clay.
He gives you this like cocky sort of, he doesn't scare me.
He should.
Have a good night, Spitfire. As he goes to walk out.
Kendra will call over to him again quietly. That's not my name. As she starts to follow him out.
Right, he's not walking superbly fast, so it'll be pretty easy to catch up to him. He's almost like walking slow enough for the intention of you catching up to him. As you guys find yourself outside in the dark of the night, He stops to turn around and look at you. Goes, "You're right. Have a good night, Kendra."
He doesn't know that.
Oh, he doesn't know that. You've never told him before. Oh, he goes,
No.
"Okay." Well, as he turns around, well, fine. He'll retcon that. He'll turn around and say, "Okay. What would you like to be called?"
He knows what my code name is.
Yeah, he knows what your code name.
I had this planned.
He knows what your code name is, but he says, "What would you like to be called?" This is also the DM forgetting your code name too. What was your void name again?
Fire.
Ah, that's why I don't remember it. 'Cause I'm like, surely it's more complicated than that. It has to be. All right. Third time's the charm. He goes. Third time's the charm. He goes. Okay. Sorry, you go by just Fire. Have a.
As he turns to leave, she's kind of gonna use her power to sprint up to him and whisper, "It's Kendra." And then kisses him on the cheek and then kind of dips.
Well, shit. As this like small, you can feel that his skin is very cold. You leave this like visible warm spot, and he's just kind of paralyzed as he watches you run off.
And I'll have it be on like the side that's like was fucked up too. And I'll like as I like start like sauntering off, like swaying my hips dramatically.
Jesus Christ.
And then to make it an exit, because I'm assuming it's like in the middle of the night at this point, I'll leave in like an entrance. So I'll like be heading off to this gate and I'll set fire to the flames around me as I vanish.
You leave Alex standing in bewilderment as you run off into the night.
That's Tazzle texting me. No!
No! No! Tazzle posts a no, you gross. Speaking of Tazzle. Speaking of Tazzle, on the north side of Orboro City, as you get back up from your position, having last we talked to you, you kind of like crouched down, like, oh, taking a deep breath, having survived that whole experience, taking a look at your now blackened finger and the ability that comes with it. You ponder what to do next in the middle of the night.
And it stays like that?
It is just permanently blackened now, yes.
Oh man, okay. Phenomenal. Right. So. Oh man, so much is happening.
Oh. I just said that'll be easy then.
Oh, the name has a Y? I'm pretty sure I have it in my book as a I.
I literally just spelled it the regular way in my.
That's what I did too. Oh, let me get rid of this blood bag. I don't have.
No, she had some flair to it. It was like proper.
Oh, I was when I was playing a couple games back.
Are you talking about my exit?
No, I'm talking about that and your Y. Your Y fire. Fire.
Yeah,
It's not fire. It's fire.
It's spicy.
Oh my God, it's abominable. I'm just kidding. All right.
My clothing store is not on fire. It's on fire.
I want to make sure because I was
I can't say that I did notice.
Anyway. Okay. So we're back here. They left. I'm questioning every life choice I make.
As usual, you know.
Kendra's fucking voice won't get out of my head. The damn pigeons. P-tubs, as they are. Alright.
He's like, is this the curse of Big Ian? Is what I...
You gotta bring him
Will
out.
the voices go away if I spend more time with...
So... Oh, man. Damn, what do I want to do tonight? So, we're here. They vanished. They just took off. I guess... I'll look around. Can I proceed to see if there's anybody else? Looks like they're watching in any way, shape, or form here. Anybody like?
Yeah, you can look around. You'll see that it's, being the hour of the night it is, it's pretty much dead other than the very rare traveler who probably also shouldn't be out at this point.
Alright. Probably wouldn't really matter at this point. Wow, 27, good roll for once. Gotta roll something tonight. There was a few insight checks I wanted to roll, but I never ended up fucking following through.
So you will see only 2 or 3 other individuals out this hour. They are people who are either on their way to a very graveyard shift. People who look so dead with their lives they don't even notice you being there.
Oh no. Alright. We're in Orboro right now. She's not here. Alright. Actually, I'll go back through here and I will go, if it'll allow me, and go, check out this window that's been smashed, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. Several windows that they broke in through in different points in the facility as they scan for her office.
I probably wouldn't know if anything's missing or not. Can I? So if I go in and peek in there, does it look like anything else has just been? They just scanned around. They didn't like wreck anything.
It looks like they broke in through the windows, and the only thing that appears broken, if you glance through the correct window, which would be the one over on the research wing, the only thing that appears broken is one of the doors in the hallway seems to have been busted off the hinges.
Oh shit! Wow. I guess I'm gonna, oh, should I even say anything? I probably should. Oh, man. Alright, I guess I'll send Kendra a text message and say, what's going on? Where are you at? Crazy shit is happening. I got teleported to Orboro.
Alright. So, Kendra, about this time, probably just after you walk away from Alex, you'll get a message from Tazzle.
I will respond, popped out in Eterna. For now, I am safe.
Oh, good. Want to go cash in that fucking check, the money thing while you're there.
Already did it.
Hey, go cash in.
Kendra will reply, already done.
Shall I come back there, or should I meet you back at the Rangers? Actually, you know what? I'll just oh shit. I'll how far is the we wouldn't know how far. Oh yeah, we would know because we walked from right outside it. Where she is, Eterna. I would know how far away Eterna was to the ranger station, right? How long did it take us? Probably like a few hours to get there, or an hour or so.
Yeah. I mean, you can just fast travel there now because you know where it is.
Yeah, no, I was wondering if I should pick you up along the way.
I can meet you there because you've already used one.
That's true. I mean, you're gonna be alright traveling? I wonder if those little fucking Eggman Pokemon birds were gonna come out.
I'll try my best. Is Jerry with you?
Nope. I don't know where he is. And he don't have a phone, I don't think.
Fuck. That's all you get.
Fuck. Where's the little midget?
He's gonna do the reply facepalm emoji right to that. Fuck. Alright. I guess I'll... Actually, I want to make a... I'm probably getting to that point where I'm starting to lose my shit. I need to, I want to roll a...
No! Put it back! Put it back! Hunter, put it back!
No.
What?
That's not canon.
Too late!
What's happening?
I made a typo. I made a typo, and apparently now it's canon. Motherfucker. So, Tazzle, you're now aware roughly where Kendra has dropped, though neither of you is aware of where Jerry might be. So is your plan to head back to the ranger station?
Yeah, it will be. It is. I also am going to do I'm gonna make probably a wisdom check or a con check. No, it'll be like a wisdom check. For
okay. What are you trying to check?
I'm guessing this will be day. Been at least 2, if not 3 days since I've...
Getting close to 3, yeah.
I'm most likely gonna be, if not losing my shit within the first day, by now. Sweet Jesus can only help us. Alright, so... should I do you think we con or wisdom?
I'm actually gonna say... go ahead and make a intelligence check real quick.
Yeah, that was the other one. Okay. Oh, fuck.
You don't put the pieces together as to why this is happening, but you don't feel hungry.
Has this changed?
Yeah, with your intelligence roll, it's difficult to say.
Oh yeah.
You can make a history check and find out if you can remember what were you feeling before the whole shit just went down.
Yeah, Street 3, same thing. Yeah, I'll do that, because I definitely was, no, just as bad.
It's difficult to remember if you were even hungry before the Solaris or before the Soul thing happened. But you know you're not hungry now.
Alright. Strange. Fuck, okay, I will take off. I'll call my birds. And I will take off to... I'm wondering if I want
I'll roll a d4 to see which bird comes for you.
Yeah. I'm questioning if I want to go to, that is not Fiero, because Fiero was 1. Star Raptor, I believe, was 3. And Pidgeot was 4. What did we have for number 2? What the hell was the other bird that we used? What the other ginormal bird is? Wasn't Corviknight. Wasn't Talonflame. Oh, Braviary. Braviary, that's who it was. So Braviary.
Oh, yeah. Braviary it is. What I will pull, let's see, Braviary, yeah. The big fucking eagle is here, yeah. The big burb. The big burb is going to just skirt down, slam into the ground next to you, and await your command.
I'm wondering if I should go to Eterna and walk with Kendra, because I don't want her being by herself at night during that crazy shit. We've been through too many walks.
I mean, it's more than a night's walk from Eternia to the station. Well, I wouldn't say more than a night's walk, but it'll be early into the morning by the time she gets there. She's gonna walk.
Alright, that's what I was wondering earlier, how long it really took us to get there. So I'll go to Eterna myself.
You're going to Eterna City, okay.
Yeah, and I'll...
That's a bold move.
I would probably do the same thing and land outside, and then my plan was to text her to have her come out towards wherever we're going, and then we'll head that way.
Okay. Tezel, as you breach the barrier, the dome, as it were, in the air, it's worth noting the upper side of this dome, you kind of feel some of the burn that the sisters were getting on your face. Like it stings like a bitch to exit the dome.
I'm sorry, Bella. Shit.
At which point, you land just outside of Eternia.
God, fuck this place.
Actually, wait a minute, hold on. I think I might have just put you on the wrong side. Because you guys are going to the forest.
Right.
So, yes, you actually are going to end up on the left, the west side. You land just outside. We're going to say you're just outside of town on this side, about there.
Yeah, because I don't want my, like I noticed before, I don't want my bird flying over it like before.
You get dumped just outside of town.
What the fuck's up with this piece of shit place? I do not like Eternia at all. than Fern's gym. This is like a shitty drug town to him.
If he finds Kendra, he's gonna be shook.
Well, he's gonna tell you, he's gonna text you to come, or call, whatever, to come out.
Are you gonna call Kendra?
I don't think those things are capable of calling. They're just like
Yeah, I don't
message
think-
senders, right?
Yeah, I think so. They can take pictures and messages, right? Either way, however, I'm gonna contact her and tell her to come out in whichever direction. The western? We're going west, yeah. Yeah, because we're gonna
Right,
go
west
first
is the
west.
goal.
Yeah. That's how the map looks too. Yeah.
Okay.
I would go in, but I'll tell you, I would go in, but this place
No.
is fucking trash. But yeah,
Yes, but no.
I'd do mostly anything for you, but not that.
Right. So Kendra, you're headed off in that early direction.
Yeah,
Right then.
it should be 7.
It should be 7.
Why is it not letting me change stuff? Cunt. I was gonna do it myself, but it won't let me.
Well, I just updated your token to default to that, so if you drag her out again, it'll be that again. So after probably a little while laying and Kendra being somewhat stealthy, try not to draw too much attention, you make your way out the west side of town, and after maybe a quarter mile, you see Tazzle kind of like nonchalantly waiting on the side of the road.
Kendra will hasten her speed to get to him.
Good.
Tazzle, as you see Kendra walking, you notice it's not. She's like coming towards you, but not in a straight line.
I would have guessed.
She's like a little all over the place. She's like she's stumbling on rocks that she shouldn't, and the closer she gets, the more you're like, she smells like cigarettes and alcohol.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can most likely smell the grossness of cigarettes. And I can tell she's had a little too much. This is gonna be great walk. You fucking inebriate. What are you doing? This is the worst time.
Nah.
Oh my god. Who do you have for creatures with you?
Creatures.
Please tell me you have something good. Pokemon, your buddies.
Who do I have again?
I know you healed Firebolt.
She'll like start counting on her finger. I have Fireball.
You can count it on your fingers like a number 7.
She's like, I have Firebolt. I have. Who do I have? Oh yes, I have Scorch. My horsey.
He's gonna say as she's doing this, he's gonna grab her by the other hand and be like, "Alright, let's talk and walk."
I'm
And we're gonna start going. As she's still
like,
counting on her hand as we're walking, I'm like, "Get away from this shitball place."
I have Firebolt. I have a horsey. I have my mascot, Marshall.
What the fuck?
The myth, Marshall.
The Miz.
And I have, I think, Dave. We'll just say Dave.
So you got everybody.
Oh no,
Sounds good.
I have. You know who I have? I have Gimli.
Wanna know who I have? Take a look.
Piggy! He looks like a little turkey.
Yeah, I've been hearing him all fucking day. I mean,
you do have that ability.
it's true. But for some reason, they all had your voice.
I think Jerry's rubbing off.
He's rubbing one off, most likely. So let's go.
No, I said I think Jerry's been rubbing off on you too much.
He knew exactly what you meant, but he's gonna still say that as he pulls you away.
Oh my god.
She's so drunk, she's not gonna know what the fuck is happening. Alright, let's go.
Kendra is gonna wrap an arm around Tazel's shoulders as they're walking and be like, "Do you hate me?"
You don't wanna know, mate.
Why? Do you hate me?
Why would I hate you?
Because of all the bullshit that we just both saw.
Yeah, I saw even more bullshit. I don't know what you were doing, but apparently you might have been having a better time than me. Can
My
you make
back.
Actually, I was gonna say, can you
My
make a
back, you fat-brained little. I don't know.
What?
When we were captured.
We were captured? Seems like you've been having.
By the shiny angel man of death.
Oh yeah, that squatter.
You guys saw my back. Do you hate me because of it?
No. And I was gonna ask you to proceed with this with disadvantage, but he'll show her his new. Hey, you want to see my new apparent rot that I have?
You have rot?
And is it on his his middle finger or like his pointing finger?
We would call it the middle finger on one of your hands.
So he's
It's like,
gotta
and just
say-
like the front of it, like from the first knuckle up.
Oh, okay, perfect. So he's to say, yeah, look at it as he gives her like he's giving her the finger, but he's.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Kendra will be like, that's fucking rude, so you do hate me.
No, look at this. You can't see a foot in front of you. I know, but come on.
It's dark out. I just see. Why is your finger shorter?
Oh my god. He might just bite her just to fucking gain some mana to fly away.
She'll squint as she like grabs your hand and she's like, stay still. And she's like,
No,
looks
no.
at it. Hunter, can I do a history check at if disadvantage?
What are you trying to remember?
Zubat boys. Thingamajiggy.
No, because he never existed.
He got
Zubat
eaten.
boy? Zubat boy totally existed.
Tazzle will say it like I've
He
seen
just died.
All right, you know what? Yeah, you can just remember him as a thing that happened.
Tassels.
You don't have to roll.
You remember that weird idiot kid that wore a cape all the time and talked like the 13, 12-year-old that talked with a deep voice and pretended to live in the shadows? Yeah, he have one of these?
The shitball that was trying to hit on Cassandra.
Yeah, that one.
He got punched through a wall, but apparently couldn't get it through his head.
Yeah, the one that died.
Yeah. He got eaten. Just like,
Didn't
you guys seen
he have
the movie The
something like
Sandlot?
this? Yeah.
You remember when they're talking? I think he was in the
The
clubhouse
dog
thing.
or the
Well, yeah, he was talking in the clubhouse and he was making s'mores, and he's like, "What happened to him?" And he's just looking down, like shocked. He's like, "He got eaten." God's gonna look like just like that. He got eaten. And Tazzle's gonna be
The kid with no parents. Yeah, you know him.
Yeah,
he
his
had
parents
one.
got killed early on. Didn't learn how to fish.
Tazzle just goes, hey.
It's like,
Bro.
ah, shit, I still need to buy another fishing rod. I don't want an old shit rod this time. I want a good rod.
Fishing rod kid. Yeah, I'm so happy we got rid of him. But yeah,
We got rid of him.
didn't
we
he have
often?
something like this?
Huh?
Didn't he have something similar like this?
He wasn't as cool. No, I think he could.
Oh,
I don't
no,
know much on
he's-
it, but his was a little different. I think he could. He was unique. I think he could do something with his Pokemon poisons, but
Ah.
this is a little different than that. This is a This does something else that I don't know yet.
Well, that's neat.
Probably guess who gave me this.
I know. Probably don't want.
Yeah. Also,
I'll give you your space like I always do, and when you are ready to talk, I'll be here. As long as you stop avoiding me.
As she says that, so we're gonna be gone out of the city. I'm gonna be out on like the road.
Yeah.
But I want to like stay off the main road. Like we'll be on the road, but like maybe
on
20,
the
30
side.
feet off. So I'll follow the road a bit, but on the grass or under the trees. I don't want to be like in the middle of the fucking road.
Oh, okay.
So if anybody else is walking down, we'll be able to go by them if need be.
Sure.
But as she says that, like, oh, I'll give you your space and stuff like that, he's just instantly gonna be like, we had another player in this whole deal, and my family ended up taking blueprints. I think it was like blueprints, right, or whatever. Information on the Master Ball.
Kendra will stop and be like, how do you know that?
Yeah, they wanted to talk to Aspen, but Aspen luckily wasn't there. Yeah, I may have made some slight decisions that I may regret and don't regret at the same time. I don't know.
You took them to Aspen.
Yes, but she wasn't there. She's apparently with Rudy. She had a whole. Well, I don't guess why she would have left a whole transcript of stuff of what she's doing on the table. I wonder if this was a trap for them too. Ah, shit.
Kendra gets sobered up by this information, and she'll be like, Tazzle, why on earth would you do that?
I don't know, I thought it was gonna be some thing that had to do with the condition that we have. But apparently everybody wants this Master Ball thing that was stolen before.
You're lucky she wasn't there.
I know.
Try not to do that again. And you might not want to tell Rudy. If he finds out that you could have potentially almost hurt or helped hurt or kill or kidnap his daughter, he'll wreck you a lot more than I can right now inebriated. And by the way, you're lucky I drank or I'd smack you upside the head.
Yeah.
I need another cigarette.
No, those are gross. I have to smell it, and it's disgusting, and I smell it more than you do.
Yeah, well, I only smoke when I'm fucking stressed out of my mind.
You smoke more often. Lighting shit on fire and fucking everything else. This Fire Cheek smoke show over here.
Well, thank you. I know I have a good...
A good what? Cut out. Please finish that sentence. For the good people at home.
No need.
Well, that's where we're going to end it for today.
That's pretty good.
So that was today's session.
Maybe I should.
By the way, Tazzle, you will get a thorough interrogation when she wakes up slightly hungover in the morning.
Not a lot of fighting going on in today's session, but you know what? Whole hell of a lot of
a big roleplay session.
If she makes it to the morning.
What?
What?
I said no. I said, by the way, Tuzzle, you're gonna get a very big interrogation
Oh no, I heard you. I was kidding.
when she. Fuck off.
I was basically saying we both might be dead, AK, or one of us might be dead by the morning. This one.
Why me?
I know. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Hey, Vay.
It's just the
You
joke.
try to suck my blood, I'll burn your bitch ass. Fucking-
Oh, hit the music. Here we go.
Why do you want to fight me so bad, dude?
He doesn't. You're like the last one who wants to fight, sweet Jesus. I don't want to get two-shotted.
Two-shotted.
Oh, you mean one?
Guess it depends. Guess it depends on what attack. But hopefully everyone enjoyed today's it was a pretty talky session, but I think a lot of ground was covered there.
Yeah, that not being hungry thing is pretty interesting.
That was fun.
Some big character building. I wish you had to fail those intelligence rolls because now you're gonna have to figure that one out.
I know, the fuck. Damn it.
I don't really know what you were rolling those intelligence rolls for.
To put the pieces together of a puzzle that he has the pieces for.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit I don't know about.
Oh, for why you're not hungry. Forgot.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh my god.
Well.
What did I say that was bad, wrong, great, bad, like bad again?
He's gonna review the tapes and be like, fuck.
Like, I tried to give and take as much as possible that I could get because it's been so long. And oh my god, I wish I didn't forget what the fuck I really wanted to say. I was trying to use the force field as a thing where I had originally... The idea was to stop whoever came through from doing the portal thing, and then basically use a little bit of... Knowing the force field was there and they couldn't get through easily, to use that as a protection point to kind of... I got half of it out, but whatever the other half was supposed to be, I can't even remember because there's 20 things I want to do. And then the fact that cinematically it'd be kind of cool too, but in the fact that I was in the middle of that, distracted by anger a little bit, she ends up pulling him through, and it's just like, fuck.
I know, isn't it? Isn't it interesting that their powers are evolving in the background as well?
Yeah.
Not me.
I hope
Not the
so.
damn
It's pretty freaking
stroking his own ego over here.
I hope they'd evolve too. I was hoping that they would at least gain something. So I was like, if Demetress doesn't have at least a +7 or 8 on her strength rolls, I don't know what's happening.
Hopefully you never have to find out.
I don't want to find out in a battle with her, but you never know.
Candy, are you satisfied how your encounter with Alex G went?
Yes, thank you. Not what I was expecting at all, but
I thought about the curveball to throw you for that. And I'm like, I got it. Now you've seen what it is, and I'm letting you run rampant with the idea of what the hell Clay is up to.
that's why I was like legit
like, no.
mad when I saw them together. I was like, this motherfucker.
You're like,
I was imagining me in Kendra's shoes being like, here's this guy that kind of just appeared in my life that I've had some kind of building relationship with, that I feel connected to, and I don't know why. She won't admit that it's a crush yet, but like the first semi-attraction to a guy that she's had in a while, and she's like, he's dealing with Clay. Like, fucking, are you kidding me? She's like, this is all a setup. This is all a setup. So I was like, oh.
Good.
The rage.
A wrench thrown in your own gears of your love life. Yes.
Hey, still might be. You don't know. You say you can't guarantee anything just because the envelope was free. Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, either way, fuck that guy.
It's gonna be
I
one
like
of
the
those.
noise
Was
made.
any of it ever real moments?
wait until he becomes a party NPC, Tazly.
Oh my god. The fact I can't stand this guy in game and out makes the roleplay so much better because I can literally show you how I feel.
Yes. Hunter, it's gonna be one. It's gonna be one of those. Was any of it ever real moments?
I think he's gonna fight. He's bullshitting us, and he's gonna try to trap me and kill me. I guarantee it. I feel there's a big other player
I don't know.
else in here, and I have all the people that are anti-me. So.
Well, god damn it, Hunter! I was like, after all of the steps that she did with like Alex in the bar, I knew by the end of it. And her being inebriated, she was gonna tell him her actual name, but you went and fucked it up. I wanted it to be dramatic.
I mean, the moment still happened like you were thinking about it happening. It just took a minute to get there because I didn't fucking remember then.
I don't.
The whole code name thing was not supposed to be more than a one episode thing in my head, and then it turned into a big fucking thing, and I forgot all of it.
Bad DM, bad.
You know, you don't know how often you guys just shit all over my hands.
I didn't expect this to be the game today. I thought we were gonna return back to the thing and figure out what the fuck happened, but no. We got teleported and shit hit the fan.
That's what the soul did to you all. He's like, fine, be gone.
Yes.
I don't care where you end up.
Damn.
Well, that's not necessarily true because there was quite a bit of purpose with where you ended up.
Yeah.
So at some point, you guys are going to talk about where you ended up, and maybe somebody will put the pieces together to be like, why did we end up where we ended up? And that's...
I swear to God, if he sent us to see who we care about the most, I swear to God. Hunter.
Would it be like
By the way, that's not where she would have ended up. She was totally thinking about Blake, but I guess Clay is the next thing.
That is not necessarily where he sent you, but you're close. You're on the right track, but he did not send you to who you cared about the most.
Who's important to us? Is it who's important to us? No, then we would have just stood together.
Would Tailwind be the thing that might be able to, if I was to try flying, it could kind of keep like an air current that I could just kind of like glide with and stay, so it's not as hard to fly for like a limited amount of time. Kind of like Gust in D&D, sort of.
I think that's something that could be trained. It's not in the letter of the law as it's written right now, but it could probably be trained.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Kind of like, so it's like a constant thing. Okay. That'd be pretty cool. Okay. It doesn't have to be like you won't be able to do it for like days on days, but
it could be with some assistance, yeah.
Yeah. For like some travels, maybe limited, I can use myself or maybe carry somebody, so it's not as for a shorter distance would be kind of cool. But yeah. Fucking dope. I'm gonna start.
Hunter, that is not what that means.
That do be what you said though.
Oh, so if a guy does it, he's a player, but if a girl does it, she's a hoe?
Oh no, he a hoe too. Lots of men is hoes, for sure. I actively call the men that I know who do that man hoes all the time. You're a man whore.
Yeah. Yeah, that relationship thing's gonna be tough. I've been out of the game for so fucking long, dude. I've been on an actual fucking... I've been off that hunting job for a long time. Sweet Jesus.
Well, that's probably where I'm going to check out for the day. So.
Anything you didn't expect us to do or say?
Oh, that bloody question. Yeah, fucking.
I never ask it, so because this is such a big game for it. I'm like, I gotta say something because this is a fucking.
You did. You helped. You helped them. Like I was like, he's gonna be spiteful and like me. You're like, nah. Like I'm gonna go along with this shit.
I had to mute myself for that entire part of that interaction, and Josh was yelling at me.
I'm like, this is great. This is great where this is going right now.
God, I don't know, man.
Also, did anyone see what I wrote in chat?
What did you write in chat? Let's see. You.
Well,
and Roll20. I don't even have my Roll20 open anymore.
My original thought that I wanted to do was to only have one of them cross over. And then myself and that one cousin would go. And they would have to stay outside and wait.
So before you knew about the additional summoning.
Yeah, that's why when she started doing that thing, I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
I feel like this is fair. Tazzle did some things I don't like. I did some things Tazzle doesn't like. Jerry existed. It was great.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
RE equals Lady Dem.
Resident Evil. Where's this? Where is this?
Oh, Lady Dem, Lady Dom. Lady Dom.
Oh, earlier? RE.
Lady Domitress. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why are you like this?
Fucking fantastic.